Everyone nowadays is so obsessed with going viral, getting millions of views and followers and likes. And I think that we're losing sight of the effect that small creative acts can have on people and the world. And we're just so obsessed with the big effect, the getting millions of views and likes and all that. And in this video, I want to talk about shifting that focus to more about the impact on a smaller number of people and the effect that that can have on both you, both the people that you're creating for, and the bigger culture and society at large. I'm living in Bali now, been here for 2 years, and a few months ago, I started teaching this free weekly workshop. And the workshop was targeted for any kind of creator in the broader sense, like any artist, entrepreneur, content creator, or even like a teacher, event creator, facilitator. And the idea was that here where I am in Bali, there's a lot of digital nomads. So they're kind of one man or one woman shows, right? They're operating, they're solopreneurs, or they're solo artists, they're solo creators. And the idea was to help them because help them to get through whatever blocks they're facing and to create their best works. That was the goal. That is the goal of the workshop. I'm still doing it. Just did another one yesterday. And it's overall a small amount of people. The attendance has ranged from 30 people to 5 people and a bunch in between there, just depending on the week, because Bali is transient. People are coming and going, that sometimes a lot of people are around that are interested and sometimes there aren't. And so a couple of things I did intentionally was, one, I made it free, and two, it's fairly open and broad to, like I said, any kind of creator. And I'm just trying to help people, and I'm not focused on, okay, how do I build a business? Who's my specific target avatar? Who's my niche exactly? And then how do I make the most money from that? Which is the approach that a lot of people are taking online and offline, but let's figure out, look at just what is dominating in the business sphere online, how to build a business online. And especially since the pandemic, the desire to build online businesses, be able to work from anywhere in the world has skyrocketed. And I'm in one of the major destinations for digital nomads is Bali. So there's a lot of people here, but I wanted to shift my focus because I tried that for a while of like, how do I build an online business and what's my niche and all that? And I just got so caught up in all the business stuff, and I just forgot about the real point of it, which is to add value to other people's lives and really help other people. So for this workshop, I'm like, okay, let me just make it free. So money isn't even in the consideration. And how do I just add value? How do I help these people? And I don't even know. Let me figure it out while I'm doing it, right? And I've been doing that, and it's been very rewarding in a non-monetary way. It's been fulfilling to help people to actually get through their blocks and start creating more. And I have, and I've seen people are seeing results, right? I've seen people get through blocks that I've helped, and I've helped them they're starting to produce more content, getting their offer for their business launched and online, and starting to write their book, and all these progress that I'm seeing that I've helped people to do. And this is having just an effect on me of feeling like I'm valuable, right? And putting stuff online, I wasn't getting that feeling. First of all, I wasn't putting enough online because I was too caught up trying to craft the perfect brand and content strategy and all that. So first of all, I was just preparing and not actually even putting stuff online. But even putting stuff online, you get likes and views, or you don't. And then you don't feel valuable when you don't get any views or likes or whatever. And when you don't feel valuable, you feel like you're going to die. That is, evolution has baked that into us because we survived for most of human history by being valuable to the tribe. Because if we weren't valuable, they would leave us out in the desert or the jungle or the forest and we'd die. So being valuable to other people is linked to survival. So we're going to feel bad if we don't feel valuable, and we're going to feel good if we do feel valuable. That's how our bodies are wired. The point being is that by focusing on adding value to a small amount of people, in person, I'm feeling more valuable. And that's just doing a lot for my general state, my general well-being, my general level of happiness on a daily basis. So that's the first thing I really want to note here in this video. And then another thing, my background, for over a decade, I was in Los Angeles, and I was writing and directing and trying to break into the Hollywood film industry, making some headway, like getting scripts optioned and getting paid to write some scripts and projects going, but none of the projects were getting made. But then I made my own independent film, wrote and directed it, came out on Amazon Prime and Apple TV in 2019. And so that's what I was doing, and I was pursuing this, again, like a mass impact or effect. I wanted to make a big Hollywood movie that millions of people would see, and that was the focus, and that was my metric for success, and I was just focused on that. And it didn't happen. I didn't make a big studio movie. I made a smaller independent movie, and my experience was first went to some festivals and film festivals and won a couple awards, best comedy movie, and I saw it with a live audience, and not a big live audience, or whatever, 100 people or something like that. And then, and that's a decent size for a live audience, but it compared to online views that we're expecting, and compared to my big dreams of millions of people seeing it, hundreds, not a huge amount. But I saw it with them live in a theater. And I'm going to compare that to once it went on to Amazon Prime, and like over 300,000 people have seen it, watched it online. I'm comparing that. So I'm comparing 100 people in a live theater to 300,000 people online, which is obviously way more, 300,000. But in the live situation, I experienced the effect the movie had on the people. Like, I saw them laughing. It was a comedy. I saw them laughing at all the funny parts, and then getting emotional, and even some people were crying during the more serious parts, and just really enjoying the movie and having a great time. And I saw that live in the theater, and that was ultimately more meaningful than the number of 300,000 people watching it online, because 300,000 people watching it on Amazon Prime, I didn't see the effect that it had on them. I didn't see them watching the movie. It was just a number. And of course, because Amazon sends us minutes watched, right? So you can see that people are watching the movie, the whole movie, but so they must have, a lot of them must have enjoyed it, I assume, which I can tell myself, but I don't know. I didn't see them watch it. But this live audience, much smaller amount of people, but actually saw the effect. And what I'm trying to communicate, and this is like another example from my personal life, of the difference between seeing the impact, feeling the impact that you have on, or that my work had on people, versus just getting a number online, which is much bigger. The number online is much bigger, and that's awesome, obviously. I'm very grateful that was able to get it on Amazon Prime, the movie, and that 300,000 people have watched it. That's awesome. But like I'm saying, there wasn't really the same kind of effect on me, and feeling, again, valuable, like I contributed to other people's lives, right, in a positive way. And I'm making these YouTube videos every day. This is about day 40 in a row. And you can see on my channel, you can see all the videos that I post one every day, and not a lot of views. You can see some of them have literally 0 views. Some of them have 8 views, right? The couple outliers, there's two outliers that got like about 200 or 300 views. That's the outliers, right? Everything else is single or double digits, then low double digits, like 17 or something. So not a lot of views. And so it does feel like I'm just making these and sending them into a vacuum, right? No one's watching them. And that can be a little discouraging, but I'm purposely just setting this thing of, I'm just making one every day, I'm uploading it, and if anyone watches it, great. Hopefully someone does, or people discover it in the future, and it has some value. But one of the videos, I got a comment from somebody that said, "Thanks, brother, I needed this." And that really meant a lot to me. because it communicated that I actually helped someone, that I had a positive impact on someone else's life. And that really was like a wind in my sails. It gave me like a boost to keep going and keep doing the videos, because it's like, okay, I had a meaningful impact on someone's life, that they went and made a comment on the video. Thanks, brother. I needed this. And if I can do that for one person, it means I can do that for more people. You just have to keep going, and the videos will find a way, or I'll get them out there and figure out a way to get them out there, or whatever the case may be. But the point is that, okay, I can have an impact on one person's life. I can have an impact on other people's lives. And that is the purpose of creating, whether it's content, whether it's art, whether it's a business. It's to make other people's lives better. And and you don't know the ripple effect, right? The ripple effect of, okay, that person that commented on video and said thanks, he may take whatever he got from my video, the inspiration, the message, the lessons, and he might see someone else that needs to hear that, and he'll tell it to them. And I won't know that, and I don't know, that might not happen. But you don't know. You just don't know, and that happens all the time. I know I certainly get stuff from online that I then communicate to other people, and it helps them. So other people are doing that too. So you just don't know the ripple effect. And I think it's just so easy to overlook that, right? Some people maybe don't even read the comments, and it's easy to overlook those kind of small things where we're just focused so much on the numbers, how many views, what was the average retention time of the watch of the video. And I think it's just, I want to emphasize starting to put more value on the smaller gestures, on the one comment that was really good, and taking that in, and then not beating yourself up because you didn't get the views or whatever the metric is of success. You didn't make the money, but did you help someone? Did you make someone's life better? That's valuable, right? That's worthwhile. That's fulfilling, and it's meaningful. And ultimately, people remember how you made them feel. So when you're creating something, it's much more about how you make someone feel than what you're saying or what the information is. For example, if you're writing or you're making content, it's much more how you make someone feel. And that can be done with, again, a very small gesture, very small work of art, or just presence, just being present with someone, listening, making them feel seen and heard. These are small gestures that can have a big impact. And I think that what I'm focusing on myself, and I want to encourage other people to do, is sharing their unique gifts. And this is something I talk about in other videos, about how necessary this is going to be in the age of AI, because if you're not unique, AI can replace you, basically. So starting to focus much more on what's your unique gifts, and giving them to other people is going to be much more meaningful and valuable than if you're just regurgitating stuff from other people online, wherever you get stuff, and you're just regurgitating it, and you're not bringing your uniqueness to it. It's not going to be as meaningful and as valuable. Really focusing on your unique gifts, and you use trial and error, use experimentation. That's part of why I'm making these videos every day, 40 days now, is to just see where it goes, where it develops, and where my unique, and just trying to throw out everything that's from me, my experiences, my perspectives, my ideas, and see how they coalesce into sort of a unique combination and expression. And what I've done for most of my life is try to figure it out all beforehand. And now I'm trying this different approach of just doing it and seeing how it comes together without needing to figure out beforehand. So I encourage you to try that also. And then just measuring success, what the definition of success. I've been, for the last couple of years since I've been in Bali, I've been asking this question of, okay, what is success to me? Because like I said in the beginning of this video, I had the idea of becoming a big Hollywood screenwriter and director, making big, huge studio movies, multi-$100 million movies that then make $1 billion in the box office. That was the success that I was shooting for, right? When I achieve that, I'll be success. And so I was a failure I've been a failure my whole life because I didn't achieve that. And so I had said I'll only be a success when I achieve that. And now a lot of people are obviously, not even now, people are always, are measuring, have for a long time obviously measured their success on money, measured their success on numbers. Now there's just more and more online. You get so many numbers to look at. People are measuring their success, but I'm trying to shift that for me, to the lives that I've impacted, right? The lives that have had a positive impact on the people that I've connected with and helped in some way. And my big thing, now it is trying to help, like I said, with this free workshop, helping people to create, right? Helping them to create something that is uniquely them, whether it's art, whether it's a business, whether it's content, whatever the case may be, whether it's just live experiences, relationships, whatever the case may be, but to create stuff. And I don't yet have my new definition of success, but I'm moving toward the direction of impact on lives and the quality of that impact as opposed to the quantity. And in terms of opposed to the number, it's about actually the quality of that impact. And it can be on a smaller number. And just putting a lot of focus on those individuals, right? The presence and the care that helping an individual, and that whatever I'm creating, putting a lot of focus and presence on that in terms of I write, I make videos, etc., and putting a lot of focus and care on that and less on the numbers that it gets. And I'm just trusting that this is going to lead to bigger things. And again, bigger, I don't know what bigger means, in terms of, is it views, money? I don't know that's any of that, right? It might just be a bigger impact on a smaller number of people's lives. I don't know. I'm just trusting that this will lead to something where I can help more people in a quality way. I don't know how many more people. It doesn't necessarily mean it's millions. Although that'd be cool. I'd love to help millions of people. But I don't know. But the point is that focusing on the smaller acts, the smaller impact, and not being so worried about these mass numbers. And I'll trust that is going to lead to great things. Let's put it that way, instead of bigger things. Great things, meaningful things, wonderful things. And we'll see where it goes. So if you want to come along on the journey with me, tune in. I'm making these videos every day to document this whole journey and share what I'm thinking about and learning along the way, and hopefully inspire you to do something similar. Start creating more, develop your unique gifts, focus on more meaningful impact on a smaller number of people, or even one person, versus trying to get the big numbers of views or followers or whatever, or money, whatever the case may be, and trusting that it will lead to great things for you as well. So thanks for watching, and tune back in tomorrow for the next video.